details Wilder probe into the Santa Rosa teacher sex scandal. Four current and former educators with the Santa Rosa School District are reportedly under a wider investigation in connection with a teacher-student sex abuse scandal that has resulted in the arrest of two, not one, but two now former teachers that occurred in, that according to the Texas Education Agency documents obtained by Channel 5 News. KRGV TV reports a letter from the school district general counsel states that the former principal of Santa Rosa High School had significant information regarding possible misconduct to have had a legal duty to report it to law enforcement. Another letter states that a former teacher held a party where students had access to alcohol and marijuana. The documents also show that two other teachers tested positive for drugs and are on administrative leave. None of the four educators under investigation, however, have been arrested. The two ex-teachers who have been charged are accused of sexual assaulting two 16-year-old female students. These two, Tweedledum, dumb. Look, this stuff just like it just keeps piling on. Like I these teacher sex scandals. I'm like I said, I'm fascinated. More on like you can like to be stereotypical. You see guys when they do that, I feel like these guys were always like this, and then they got into a high school teaching situation where they can go hunting, so to speak, and whatnot. I'm sure there are guys out there who get these jobs and don't intend to do it, and there's something that happens to them, and then something shifts and whatnot. But I feel like the number of the ones who go in with the intention or have that sick need in them to do it is there from day one. I feel like the number for the guys are higher than the ones who, situations turned them into. I never looked at my student, but all of a sudden now my wife is doing it, and now they're getting comfort, blah, blah, blah. I feel like the number is shifted. Now, for females, and maybe this is sexist for me to say, I don't care, but maybe I feel like it's shifted the other way for females. I feel like the number is higher, but not by much. Higher that a woman would be like, no, I didn't go in there with the intention. I went there with the intention to be a teacher, and then he's not paying attention to me. And then all of a sudden, this 13-year-old, 14-year-old started looking good to me. Come on, weird. But I feel like it is higher on that one versus them being a predator. Like I'm going hunting in these schools. I don't know why. I just feel like the number is kind of shit. I'm sure the numbers are close, but I feel like it's shifted. And that's just my thinking. I'm thinking these dudes, just to be stereotypical, look at these mugshots. These dudes look like they went in with, look like one was definitely in charge. But it still blows my mind. And once again, I read more into these stories with these two dudes that Capita and Flores, the text messaging and all that other stuff with these students and stuff like that. Hey, I love you, baby, and all. Dude, that it's like these people still think that they're living in 1975. That all the whispers and stuff, and you can just skip town before anything bad happens. Like you're living in 2019. Dude. You want to be sick, like you're not getting girlfriends or something. You want to date younger as fuck. Like go to a college, meet a nice girl. She's 18, 19. She's of age. If she wants to go out with you, fine. But to go and manipulate them when they're super young like that, and try to, what are you trying to do? And then what pisses me off, because I have a daughter that's about to go, and two boys that are about to go into school and higher education, where middle school and high school and college and whatnot, and I got to worry about some sickie out there talking to them and messing and people, or on another situation, knowing that their friends are going through this stuff and they're laughing about it or not doing anything to help stop it. With all, how many times these whispers go around? Like, hey, I heard that Tommy's doing it with the teacher. Nobody says nothing until after it's happened a couple times. Some other kid has to get jealous or something. What's just happened to me? Dropping the dime. Or in other situations, thank God, people burst into action like, what? No, we need to talk to our parents about this to the principal. Except for in this situation where these principals, just like the last story I talked about, where I know that the principals, they would rather not have the scandal blow up and get sued and all that stuff. They're worried about that reputation versus a kid getting molested in school and in our school by these teachers. And they try to cover it up to save their own asses. And I say shame on each and every one of them that do it. And I think there's a special place in hell for them right next door to listen to the screams and shit from what these teachers are doing. So the principal section is right down the hall, and your asses need to go and get your asses fired too. Because if you are covering it up and whatnot, then you part of the problem. You probably the mastermind. And watch. And the next story I'll talk about after this, I should look who that principal was, and I should have his face plastic, because people like that should never even be allowed near a school. Your excuse is, I didn't do it. I didn't know that they were doing it and whatnot. You got all this evidence piled up. You got complaints from the parents. You got all this tangible evidence, and you still did nothing, which means you condone it, which means that you might as well have orchestrated the whole damn thing and endorsed it financially, or was a part of it physically. You, whoever this principal was of this school who tried to cover it up, also is one of the worst piece of trash right next to these two motherfuckers right here that also looking a bit suspect in that orange is new black outfit that they got on. Look, let me know what you guys think. Tell me, is the principal, do you think the principal should be going to jail, covering this stuff up? I mean, I want you guys to let me know. Put it in the box. And let me know what you guys think about that, and we'll just keep talking about it. Until next time, guys. Peace. All right. So I'm just gonna keep it simple right there. I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm hoping that the same thing that happened last time didn't happen. I have a binge review that I have to do. I'm gonna do that real quick, but I'm gonna do it after. I'm gonna start at the next video and get that out the way. But like I say, if you want to send me questions, comments, and stuff, you can email me, mail@t3medias.com. You can always hit me up at T3Medias on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to support the channel, we have that same at T3Medias on Cash App as well. So let me know, send me all your questions, and we'll put it in the box, and we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. That's coming soon. And until next time, guys, hey, I appreciate you, and peace.